Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Desiree.
And we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide.
Well, we've got a new series for you. We're still doing virtual private lessons, so check those out in the shop below. But for this series, what we thought we'd do is a complete 180 from the last series. We want to do a no hands series. Now, we promised we had this in mind for quite a while, but we're really excited to be debuting it for you at this time. What we're going to do is dance some basics, but instead of dancing them like the basic, we're going to put a twist on them so you can add more variety to your dance. These twists or variations will all have an element of a no hand hold. And we're starting with a push break first. We'll show you how.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And from the other side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Leaders, the really key point here is that because we have no hands, we need to really be projecting our lead and our shape. So what's really critical when we have this hand is that little prep and the toss. You'll see I prep slightly to the right and then toss them in just a little bit. That gets our followers turning the way we want them to turn. From there, I angle my body a little bit to the left, which encourages my follower to mimic that shape. I'm also creating a little bit of a lift in my arms that encourages my follower to lift their arms, which makes this arm that I'm trying to catch a little bit more accessible. From here, hopefully the follower will turn around on their own. If they don't, I do have the option of using this hand to steer them around and finish the turn.
All right, and I'm going to switch sides for our followers. The best thing for us to do is to know that there are different kinds of leads in West Coast Swing, and we're going to embrace our observation of both the physical lead, the prep into this rotation, and the visual lead that my leader is giving, when my leader provides openness and provides a clear angle for me to shoot the push break movement into. So what do I mean by that? We've got this prep slightly inward, or we step forward, and then this prep outward for the first 2 counts. That's something we follow with our frame, and we could do with our eyes completely closed. We're also going to notice that the leader, by count 2, is really open their body up and created that angle. That's going to make me want to drive into that open space and help me mark the time. My footwork for this is a step forward, straight down the slot, a step open, keeping my hand open here as the leader tosses it so that, again, Matt can take advantage of that arm being at that height to get me around if I need that help. This is count 2. Count 3, I'm going to move into that open space. Count 3, and I'm going to pop my knee on my right side to mark the time. Count 4, just like any other push break, I'm going to begin to shift my weight back on my right side. Count 5 is a pivot, and I mark the time with the left foot. And then 6 is the regular rhythm that we would have for any anchor after a push break. So trying that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
That was your guide. Thank you everyone for tuning in. You can check us out online at risingtideswing.com. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as Rising Tide Swing Dance Studio.
Have fun!